Hey guys, Saf here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. So I am doing the Freyja Deck of Fates event. I know there's a lot of negativity spiraling around the point nerfs. It's pretty bad. I mean, it is kind of on par with Alatrian, so it's not like it's without precedent, but it is a grind. And I understand why people will not want to engage with it, especially if they're doing the fusion. I get it. And I'm not here to really defend whether or not it's worth going or whether, people are right or wrong. It just depends on your opinion. I personally think having an opportunity to guarantee yourself a champion, if you've got the resources, then you should do it. I've been saving up those resources for this point of view, so I'm going to do it. Do I think Freyja is the best champion in the world? No. No, I don't. I don't think she's the best champion in the world. She has some clear and obvious issues. Right now, I think there is a bug that one of my Discord members basically highlighted, that this isn't working with Blood Shield. It absolutely should. Blood Shield, you place the shield. If this is meant to work on shield, then it should work with Blood Shield. It's stupid that it does not. So that should absolutely work, because it's not that powerful that you would go, well, Blood Shield makes it super broken. So Blood Shield fixing will help. And then, like, this passive multi-hits, Soul Reap will defeat it. So it's a bit awkward because the instant turn can't take effect until the whole other sequence has finished. But I still think if you're lucky enough to get her, or you're in sort of the mid game, or you're just looking to fill some gaps in your roster, having someone that can fully cleanse with block debuffs and a 20% turn meter fill on a 3-turn cooldown with a strong shield and an AoE increased defense is actually quite good. I'm going to get her, and I'm going to build her into a Fire Knight hard team to see how well she can do in Fire Knight hard. Because I think that's a pretty good area for her, especially with this passive well, which is kind of cool for some damage. So we'll do some proper tests with her. So I'm going to go for it. I'm going to use all of my soul stones. I don't really see, I know people will say, you should wait for an awakening boost. Yeah, I don't wait for an awakening boost. I'm deliberately not doing it during CVC because it's non-personal. So I'm going to avoid hyperinflating my points and affecting my clan. That's why I'm doing it today before everyone else in comments like, why didn't you do it before CVC? I know, I'm doing it deliberately before CVC. So I've got 13 Immortal Soul Stones, 1 Eternal, and 71. This will only get me about like 40% of the way there. I'm going to have to grind the rest of training. And what I'll probably do is get all of the 40,000 and then pull that the day after this video. So I'll kind of record this in 2 parts. But I just want to get this summoning done beforehand. So what am I looking for? Pretty much looking for, I don't really need Shamael Souls anymore. I definitely still want my Whisper 6 stars. Still want that, of course. We need to have as many +4 Whispers as we possibly have in the game. And then it kind of gets interesting now, because now we're in the realms of what kind of epics are very good for Sintranos, because that is now the biggest blocker that I have on my account in terms of progression. It's trying to get through some of these Sintrano stages, because to be honest, most other content, I've got all of the champions I could possibly want for. So that normally means Mr. Adaithi for a 6-star. Probably, it would probably mean those big hitters like Creedon could come in. It's another potential option. Anyone who does like freezes, like Fenchi, could be a very good shout to have. Pan the Bowman is actually quite a good shout for stage 19, as is Fodbar. Those two are particularly good for some stage 19 stages. Don't really see the need for Geomancer. Fenchi is not a bad shout, to be honest, but I do have a high awakened star Fenchi already. And then you could do Leburger as well, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard. Weregrin's not a bad epic either. He's pretty good as well. I think we're going to go and put in, I do still want a Neldo for 4 Fire Knight. I think we'll keep that for now. That's pretty good. Now, in terms of souls for legendaries, Marius and Teox are the ones I want more than anything else. I've still got Narcissus in here because I've only got a 1-star, and he could benefit from a 4-star. There are more legendaries coming into my account now that I could use it for, but I kind of still want to keep these 3 here. So I've got not a lot of space in my Soul Forge because I like keeping collections of Siegfrieds and Garrels for the sake of having some red. It's kind of fun. Hopefully I can fill up the last 2 rows so I don't actually see anything other than red. So I can literally revel in the joy of having more mythical souls than champions that I can put it on. That's the goal. So we'll start first with the Mortal Soul coins. We'll cleanse it as we go, and we'll see what we come up with here. These are only going to give me a small amount of points for the Deck of Fates, but, they tend to be, in my opinion, the place where I get a lot of my 6-star souls, more so than the Immortals and the Eternals. We got our first Mythical. Of course we do, because Mythical soul rates are hilariously, yes, they're hilarious. What else we got going on here? So we have a 2-star Iris. I've already got a 6-star. I should really take her out of my wish list right now. All these are pretty useless. What else are we going to get here? Let's see. Powering through. Lamala. Soul Bonds. Lots of 1-stars and 2-stars. This is what you kind of get when you don't have Awakening. You're kind of like, you're pulling the trash knowing that you might get a good one. And whenever I've done these sessions, I almost always walk away with a level of an improvement to some champion, right? I always improve some champions. I always get at least one big ticket item that I can walk away with and say, okay, that was worth all the effort. I do have a lot of 5-star souls. Generally, I hold on to most of them because effectively, until I need the coins, they're not harming to sit in my inventory. A lot of people say, oh, why have you got all those Siegfried souls? Because generally, I don't need to. There's no immediate rush, right? Until I need the space, until I need to sell them, I might as well just hold on to them because I might need that champion to have it at some point in the future, right? There might come a moment in time in which I need that champion ascended. At that point, it becomes far more valuable and then I can use it. But until there's a time where I need that champion, then there's no point selling it and there's no point me assigning it. I will wait until that moment arises. Obviously, a lot of these rares we can get rid of. And then what I tend to do is just get rid of any duplicates that we have here. Because, you know, even a 6-star rare can sometimes prove pretty useful when you've got heavy restrictions in Centranos on some Amia stages. It's pretty useful to have some of these. I was using Sentinel, or trying to use Sentinel to beat the last Centranos rotation, which I gave up on because it wasn't worth my sanity. And that is where I left it. Right, so we're going to get rid of a bit more space and then we will continue. So we've cleared out a bit of space here. We're going to carry on, see what else we get from this soul summoning event. Are we going to get anything big in these mortals, or are we just going to continue to get 1-stars and 2-stars? It's looking like that at the moment. You know, really you should be saving these for Awakening boost. You shouldn't be doing what I'm doing. You should save them for the Awakening boost because it is the best opportunity. It does lead you to the best opportunity to get the best stars from these mortal soul coins. You'll never really have to worry about Eternals because they won't. I don't think they'll ever put an Awakening boost on Eternal Soul Stones. I think it's too good an offer for them to do that. Oh, we got a legendary. First legendary, a 4-star Jingwong to a champion I do not own. But hey, 4-star Jingwong. That's a great pull if I ever get Jingwong in the future. I mean, Jingwong's a pretty good champion. Another legendary, 1-star Ruark. Okay. I can work with that. I can work with a 1-star Ruark. Is that like the first 1-star Ruark? That is. He's in my dragon team. I can work with that. That's a pretty good deal. There's one improvement for a champion I have been using. Got a little bit of a 3-star boost for a Rhine Beast. That's actually quite good. It's a defense boost, so we don't knock these things. What else have we got going on here? Any other boosts? Okay, we've got 11 more to go, and then we're going to get on to the big stones. We'll pull one just to make it a nice round 11. Get a rare. What is it? It's a 1-star Blood Painter. Nobody wants that. And we'll pull the 10 more. So we've kind of got one upgrade. It's very, very small. It's a 1-star Ruark. And if we ever get a Jingwong at a 4-star. So that's pretty good out of 71. It's a shame none of them are actually like big ticket items because the 1-star Ruark isn't going to make a big difference. But, you know, it's points. It's points. Right, so now we're going to get to the big ticket items here. So we're going to pull 2, then 10, then 1. Let's see what we get. These are the ones you really want to pay off. But I'll be honest, I find these mythical. Oh, look. It's another mythical soul for a mythical champion I do not own. And it's for the mythical that I keep saying is not very good, that everyone keeps telling me I'm totally based and wrong. So we'll see what happens if I ever get him. I'm probably due a mythical soon. I've been pulling a lot of primal shards, but I haven't had one in a while, which is typical. I do find these immortal soul stones don't really give me much. I prefer the tier 1s personally. I find they give me more value. I often get this outcome, which is 3-star rares. That happens to me quite a lot. Right, let's pull the temple. Let's see what we get. Come on, this is the big pull. This is the one you would expect to get big results from. 5-star skeleton, legendary. Okay, 3-star Mithrala, not useful. I already got a 5-star, but it would be useful for a lot of people. We got 3-star Myrmidon. What else we got? A 4-star Nelda. I got a 5-star. It's close. It was close. It was close. And then we'll pull one more. I don't think any of those were an improvement. Unfortunately. It's going to be a dog. It's a 3-star Hellfang. Did any of those improve anything? Oh, well, we got a spider. 3-star spider. We'll take that. Spider's useful for, I think, a stage 8 stage. So we will take more damage on a spider. Masamoto. That's a defense and a crit damage buff. We will take that. That's a nice little improvement. What else did we get here? Anything else that is powerful for us to use? It doesn't look like it. Oh, we can get a 3-star Azor. Why the hell not? I don't really see much value in like selling these. I just awaken them. Champions will be useful somewhere at some point. I don't really need him. So yeah, not great. I mean, we're slowly filling up. We're about to breach the 2nd row now. We're nearly there. But we got a 4-star. If I ever get them, I got a 4-star Commodus, a 4-star Gizmak, a 5-star Androck. We've got multiple versions of a Siegfried. I've already got a 3-star Garrel. I've already had 4-star Makages. There's something rigged about these mythical odds. It's crazy. Okay, one more. The big one. The big ticket item. This is the one we want. This is the one we want. Come on, give me something big. It's a rare. Oh, it's legendary. Oh, I don't know about that one. It's a 6-star Teela. I mean, there's worse results. I could make a 6-star Teela. I don't actually know what the use case is for a 6-star Teela, but I could make a 6-star Teela. It's on the cards, which is kind of crazy. Now, one thing I do want to be careful of is I do need to retain a certain level of this gold essence, right? I need to be able to get like 300 if I need it from the essence, because I'm working up towards getting a 6-star Marius and a 6-star Teox. More so I need the 4 stars than I need that. I need this essence, but I do need to be mindful of that. Now I can get up to 77, but if I take 1,000 of these coins away, would give me 56. So I'm going to do this to make my training life like livable. I'm going to claim one of these, because I will get another one back in Cintranos when I do stage 17 Cintranos, right? You get one every single month. So I'm gonna basically make my life so much easier by doing this. Come on, maybe we get another 6-star legendary. No, it's epic. It's 5-star epic. It's 5-star epic. It's a 5-star epic. It's Malkith. It's bad. It's bad. Okay, this is why you should never trade up. It's a 5-star Malkith. Not the worst epic in the world, but we absolutely have no use for a 5-star Malkith. So I can't even find him in this list. Where is the 5-star Malkith? There he is. We can trade up our 2-star, but yeah, a bit rough. So that got us 21,000. We're halfway there with all those souls. I've got to now go and get... Technically, that was about 21,000 minus 3,800, because I'd already done some training. So that's only given me about 18,000 points, and that's the biggest problem here. Had we had full rate points, we would have been able to get a lot more, right? I basically pulled 2 Eternal Soul Stones. That's 4,000 points missing. I pulled 10 of these. That's 6,000 points missing. So these nuking of points has really made this a grind, and I need a minimum of 28,000. And that's really like high rolling. It's probably not going to be that. It's probably going to have to be the full deck. So we've got pretty much a long grind ahead of us. This video might not even make it out there until after I've done it on stream. So it's a very good possibility that I streamed this before, because we got a lot of training to do to be able to achieve this, which is going to be crazy. But there you go, guys. I mean, it's technically an upgrade. Let me know in the comments below, guys. Do you think a 6-star Teela is worth it? Let me know in the comments below. I will be back with part 2 of this video, though, before the end of this video, with the full deck reveal. We're going to flip all the cards, but I'm going to have to go and grind some training. So if I look old, decrepit, and exhausted by the end of this video, it's because I've done 2 days of training, which I said I'd never do after Alatrian, but here we go. We're doing it all for the fun and content. But there you go, guys. Thanks for watching this part. I will see you in about 2 days' time. So I have been grinding away on champion training from the last video. We have finished the Asgard Deck of Fate event. I've got all of the cards to flip to get Freyja. Just before we do that, just a bit of a heads up, there is a sneaky little 1+1 that has been applied, but it's only going to apply for today. So if you're thinking about using it for the hero's path tomorrow, that isn't going to work. This hero path, I believe from the news announcement, is going to be summoning and dungeon divers. So this is where the missing dungeon diver event has gone in the fusion. Normally they do 3, there's only 2. So this is actually quite good because it saves us an event. They have actually combined the soul into the fusion schedule, so this is a bit interesting. So I don't necessarily know if this guy needs a soul. I know a lot of people probably aren't that excited to get the brew guard, but if you are going to use him, then it's always nice to have a soul with it. Although being a support champion, there's not that many souls available. You know, you're looking at probably a brimstone if you're early to mid game for that A1, but he doesn't really attack on anything other than the A1, so activating it is a bit of a problem. You might be able to do something like a you know, a temporal chains or something like that, maybe a heal potentially with miracle heal. But yeah, if you want him, just keep that in mind that the 1+1 is not going to run through to that event. There'll probably be a progressive event this weekend because we had a ×2 last weekend. So I want to close out this video. We're going to flip the deck. We're going to get our Freyja. I don't know when I'm going to summon the Freyja, but I do have a plan to use Freyja. I'm going to go through that at the end of this video, just where I'm thinking about using it. We're going to be able to get all of these guaranteed rewards here. I'm going to get 2 legendary books, a primal shard, pretty good payout. I would say overall I didn't have to grind too much. I had to stop to do things like the spider tournament just to make sure that I got that done for the fusion. But I pretty much, it was a slog. We did it on stream. These training events are always a bit of a grind, but it didn't really go as far as it felt with Alatrian because I didn't have to go get the soul at the same time, so it wasn't too bad. Hopefully we get some of these 3 in a row. If I can get like an extra sacred shard, it really just continues to add the value, but that is quite difficult. Now whenever I do this, I don't really have a strategy. I know some people like to just go linearly across the top, you know, 1 2 3 4 5. Sometimes I like to start in corners, but we're just going to have a bit of fun with it. So 40 flips, let's see what we get. So first flip is going to be a blue. Let's go bottom left, and let's go here. Oh, the blue. I hate it when that happens, but we got fragments so far. Let's see. See, we should have stuck to our corner strategy. There's a green here, surely. There we go, 3 greens. First 3 in a row, and it's terrible. Brews are the worst one, but okay, that's fine. What else? Let's do a central. We got 2 blues, and it's going to be either this one or this one. We're going to go with this one. I bet it's the bottom one. Oh, the bottom one's purple. Okay, there's always normally 2 purples next to each other. Not this time. Okay. See, I knew there was another blue around that corner. It's always the case. Blue, okay, and let's go with here. We get 3 blues. What are we going to get? A 5-star chicken. Okay, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. We'll take a 5-star chicken. Okay, what else we're going to go? Let's go 3 across the top. Oh, there's a purple. And here. Okay, well, we found the 2 legendary books, but we've already used one of our 3. So we can only get basically 2 more purple flips if we can find the purples, which we did. Now, this is always a problem. It's going to be either to the left or to the top right. Let's go with the left. It's going to be the top right. Oh, it didn't. Okay. They normally put the 3 in a row, but they haven't. Okay, we've got another series of blues. Let's try over here. Oof. Okay, so we got 4 purples here right now, which means there is, I think, 5 available. So I can only get 1 3 in a row, which is okay. Getting a 3 in a row on a purple is quite hard anyway. Oh, we got a blue again. Oh, there's the purple for the primal shard. Oh god, this is always the stressful part now because we've got 1 2 3 4 5 6. There's 3 available. If I don't get a purple here, I can't get a 3 in a row flip. Let's try here. Oh, it's going to be around here somewhere. No, there it is. All right, so no purple 3 in a row. That's not the end of the world, to be honest, because it's nice to get, but it's not always important. Let's go here. So we have like 7 cards left. Let's see what we can get. What have we got remaining? We've got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. There's 1 purple. Well, there's 2 purples left out of the 6. And then there's probably like the rest is green. So let's just see what we get. There's a green. There's a green. We get 1 more 3 in a row. That's pretty good if we can get something out of this. It's a 4-star chicken. I would like the gems or energy personally. But there we go. Let's finish it off. The last 2. There is the 2 purples. There we go. We got a badge as well. Flipping it. It's unfortunate. We got close to 3 in a row purples quite a while. Normally these purples are kind of like close together, but actually they were quite split this time. I've always found it just generally on my packs, my Deck of Fates, normally like 3 in a corner or 3 in a row or 3 around each other. The closest is kind of like these 2 here with this 3rd, but we take it. We got a few chickens. And also we leveled up for food for some champion training. We do now have enough for the Freyja fragment, which the nice thing is I can use this whenever I need it. So if I need it for a champion chase, I've got that option available to me whenever I need to do it. So that's really nice to be able to pull. So where am I thinking about using Freyja? So right now I have an idea that potentially she could be quite good for Fire Knight hard. Using this increased defense might not be so good for faultless because obviously you need the shield to be breached for faultless defense. We'll have to see how it works, but getting that increased defense into shield and then being able to cleanse the subsequent debuffs as a go second strategy could be interesting. I don't know whether or not it requires like the Valkyrie counterattack or the Martyr counterattack to work, so we'll have to see, but certainly I'm kind of curious to try that out to see how that can work. Otherwise, I think she could be quite good in an arena setup, because she does have the passive which can help stop a single hit nuke. So I'm not saying it's going to work in every single team, but when I know I'm facing single hit damage dealers, then this has the potential to be really good. For example, this is quite a hard Siegfried counter, because Siegfried can't really one-shot anyone because it will stop them from dying so he doesn't get his excess damage, and then it gives them that instant turn. So it's actually quite good into someone like a Siegfried, a Wukong. These are the types of champions. As long as you don't get sheeped by the Wukong, it's quite good. These are the types of champions this is quite good into. It's not going to be good into anyone who like does double hits, like potentially a Jorgid A1 or a Constantine A2 or someone like Garrel potentially, or anyone who basically hits multiple times. But anyone who hits a single time, it should stop that ally from dying. It won't. I don't know if it'll work AoE. That's the only thing. I don't know if it'll stop everyone on AoE. It probably won't. It's probably only the highest crit damage once. So it's only going to be like it's a very narrow window, but in the right setting, it could work quite well. So that's another way I'm thinking of trying to use it. So I have some pretty good ideas of where I can use her. I don't think she's as bad as other people have been suggesting. I just think a lot of people don't want to do the Deck of Fate events. She has got quite a good combination of skill sets. You know, an increased defense into a defense-based shield, a full cleanse into block debuffs and a turn meter control, and a passive that combines as a no-grade passive. So these are things that are kind of like not new, but they are packaged together in one skill set that not many other champions have. So it'll be quite interesting. I'm hopefully going to pull her in an optimal time, either be it CVC or some sort of like tag champion chase. We'll pull her then and we'll build her out and we'll see how it goes. There we go, guys. Deck of Fate event is completed. I got a few bonuses on my soul. Ironically, I did actually get a Teela instead of a Cowlite when I summoned 10 Ancient Shards on stream. I'll see if I can find the clip for that, or I'll put it up as a short on the channel, which is quite an ironic moment after getting a 6-star sort of Teela soul in this video, that it then gave me a Teela champion. Maybe all things are scripted, who knows? But there you go, guys. Let me know in the comments below. Did you do it? Was it as bad as you thought it was going to be? And let me know what you plan to do with Freyja in the comments below. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.